Good evening. It is Friday, October 18th, 2013. This is John Blader speaking. Here's what's happening. Well, gearing up for this weekend, we've got quite a few intriguing divisional matchups for Week 7. Of course, most notably in the importance of this person, the Jets hosting the hated New England Patriots. It should be a good fight this weekend. For the Jets, this is where things get really difficult. This game and the next two games. As said before, the Jets have their next three games all against divisional opponents. Now, the Jets are going into this weekend 3-3. Um, it's not easy, of course, when it's Brady and Belichick. Obviously, this is not the same Patriot team. First of all, when the Jets lost to them in Week 2, the Jets had no business losing that game. That's first of all. Secondly, just remember, they may say the Patriots are the Patriots. They're banged up, especially in the defense. They got Vince Wilfork out for the year. They got their middle linebacker, Gerard Mayo, out for the year. Aqib Talib, the guy who had the game-sealing interception the first time we played them, he's hurt and is likely not playing. And, that's a beat-up Patriot defense. On the offensive side for the Pats, apparently Rob Gronkowski's been cleared to play, which is not a good sign for the Jets because Gronkowski always kills us. And, well, he's a star tight end in the league, but, it's like of all times to come back, it just has to be against the Jets, right? Outside of that, Edelman torched him last time. And Danny Amendola, another one that they picked up from St. Louis last year. He's not playing either. So, for the Jets, their secondary is very shaky. I don't know how healthy Antonio Cromartie is, especially after he got toasted last Sunday. But, it makes you wonder, if the defense could do a good job against stopping Stephen Ridley, giving him nothing, I think they'll be all right there. I have a lot of faith in this run defense. Wilkerson and Richardson, David Harrison, or actually Damon Harrison, rather. Well, Snacks is what they call him. But anyway, I have a lot of trust in these guys and just hope that it can continue this coming week. It should be fun, But as for the long-term future for the Jets in these next few weeks, after New England, next Sunday is Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, and then on November 3rd is the New Orleans Saints, and that's in New York. But makes me worried. It does make you worried because these three games might just tell the fate of the Jets going into their bye week. Because after the bye week, the schedule looks pretty decent on paper. Obviously, though, my take is this: if the Jets go at least 1-2. In that case, they'd be 4-5 going into their bye week. I would be okay with it. If they're 4-5 at least by the bye week. Again, with the Saints, I'm not expecting them to beat the Saints. But if they can beat New England on Sunday, Cincinnati would be a huge bonus. And, Cincinnati plays in a tough division also. It's a good fight. Now that Pittsburgh finally has a win under their belt, But the rest of the division looks pretty darn, it's going to be competitive. That's going to definitely go to the end in that AFC North. But, that same Cincinnati team shut down the New England offense. Was it last week? No, it was the week before. I'm sorry. No. Week 5. That Cincinnati defense shut up Tom Brady and the offense. That 13-6 game. So Cincinnati does scare me a little bit. And Marvin Lewis is a defensive-minded coach. And so that Cincinnati game will be tough. New Orleans, Drew Brees, have fun secondary. And on top of the fact that New Orleans really doesn't stress the run game too much, Pierre Thomas, but, outside of that, they're more of a pass-happy team over New Orleans. So that's what worries me. And like I said, if they take at least one game, they take at least one of these next three games, going into the bye week, I think they might be in okay shape. There have been some surprises this year so far. There have been. That may have looked easy on paper, but they really don't look that easy on paper. Namely, the Cleveland Browns, who the Jets play in Week 16. The Browns have been one of the surprises of the NFL so far. And, again, you just, like I said, it's a week by week thing. Every week you put up or shut up, You either show up or you don't. So, but again, with the Pats in on Sunday, it should be a good fight, as long as Eugene doesn't make any mistakes. Maybe the Jets will be just fine. Um, as for the offense, Santonio Holmes is not playing again. Kellen Winslow, I failed to mention this. Kellen Winslow was suspended a week ago, actually. He's suspended for the next 4 games for PED use. Great. And, Jeff Cumberland is starting to emerge as the receiving tight end, which is a good sign. But after that, Stephen Hill, Jeremy Curley, David Nelson, who the Jets signed a week ago, and also Josh Cribbs. The Jets, the former Browns dynamic kick returner, the Jets recently signed. But how good is he? Because after all, with Josh Cribbs, he's been injury prone. And the Raiders cut him during the preseason. So, and the Jets have worked him out on more than one occasion. So if you think about it, let's see what he could be. And he definitely has to get in some offensive play calling. I mean, give me a break. And, all else, Mike Goodson, nice meeting some is. Mike Goodson was injured late in the game last week. He's out for the year, right into his, it was an ACL and MCL. Said, see ya. And I like the speed, too. It's a bummer. But, we still have Bilal Powell, who's one of the best rushers in the AFC right now. And, again, a beat-up Pats team. There's no reason why the Jets can't go out there and get it done. I know the Jets are mediocre, and they've been kissing the feet of the Patriots for the last how many years? The Patriots have beaten them 6 times, dating back to the playoff game back in 2010. But, and the other thing is, when the Jets and Patriots play each other, the last couple of years, the Jets have been more formidable in Foxborough than at home. Now, this is a home game for the Jets, so, the Patriots have come into the Meadowlands the last 2 years and have destroyed the Jets. The infamous Sanchez mishap last year, and then, and another NBC national TV beatdown the year before. But this is a 1 o'clock game, The Jets are not going to be on national TV anymore the rest of the week unless they're in some sort of playoff hunt and they decide to flex a game to the NBC slot. Don't get your hopes up. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to keep it to here. This is your Island Blader peacing out for now. Let's hope for a good weekend. Jets, Jets. Let's beat them Patriots. Or somebody called them earlier this week on a Facebook page, Patriot Idiots. Anyway, deuces for now.